Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Finally, I get my time and my chance to review this little love of mine, the little sunshine of mine. The mini square Chanel bag. It comes in this pouch. Regular, cottony pouch by Chanel. You don't know where they manufacture them. Now I'm going to show you how I store it. Of course, this pouch, as with all my Chanel bags, I would place in a plastic transparent, like a foil, which I have here, just to protect it even more. But anyway, let's take it off. And I have Chanel tissue paper surrounding the bag, because this is a jersey, so you want to be cautious with your jersey. You don't want it to rub against something too much. Anyway, so I have this layer, ASMRing. And then the second layer, this is how I store the bag. Basically, I let the tissue paper go underneath the chain. Like that, just so that I am sure that the chain doesn't kind of press into the jersey up here. Now, so since I have the chain doubled inside, some of you have been asking me, because you've seen on another video, like, oh, is the bag like perhaps not straight? No, it is straight. It's just that you see, if you were, because now the chain, let me just pull it in properly. The bag stays how you put it. If I were to squish it more on this side, there, it wouldn't be that straight. Then if I were to squish it more on this side, it would turn like that. You see? But it is constructed in a straight way, so don't worry about that, guys. Now this is gold hardware, but it's very, very pale gold hardware. The bag is in jersey, so you could see how it beautifully kind of mattifies the light. When light falls on it, so I have kind of lights on both sides, that indirect lights though. So when it kind of hits the light, it doesn't kind of shine, but it absorbs the light very, very gently. So it's a very, very elegant bag, because jersey is just so elegant and super warm to the touch. No matter where you touch it, this bag is like, feels like home. And that's amazing. That's something that I have with my jersey, with my denim jumbo as well. But jersey is just that much warmer. Now this is not 100% wool, for sure it's not. It also has some synthetic, the Chanel essay told me. And she also told me that with time it will create little balls when you wear it. It's like totally normal. Let's first open it up. So what she said is, Dacob, don't worry, it's not a problem. This does not mean that the bag is worn out or bad. It just creates these little tiny balls, like nothing heavy duty, nothing like, there's no holes will come in it, but it will create a little bit of patina from use. So if anybody were to ever buy a jersey bag, don't worry about that. It's okay. I'm totally fine with it. I mean, they're my balls. No pun intended. So if I wear it and it kind of rubs a little bit against my clothes, that's totally fine. It's just so beautiful. And I think the beauty of it, I mean, okay, it has a little bit of static electricity, so it does kind of collect dust particles or little tiny threads of something when you wear it. But it just has so much character and charisma. It's amazing. Let's open it up again. I still have to take this blue sticker off. And you know how we all collectors are, we just like don't want to take that off. I mean, it still keeps it soft. It keeps the gold hardware protected so it doesn't scratch against this gold hardware here. So when you would kind of close it, it has a little bit of it has less friction, let's put it that way. But it is ugly to see. So I will be taking it off. But let me just indulge in it a little bit more before I take it off, because I'm always, I don't know. I took it off almost all my bags. This one still has it, and the denim still has it. But I took it off of my Chevron cruise bag some time ago. And of course, I'm enjoying it way more without the blue sticker, obviously. Okay, let's take out the tissue paper from the inside of the bag, because I also keep this in there to keep its shape. And the inside of the bag is leather, basically. And oh, it smells divine. Divine. I can't get enough of the smell of that leather. And the bag is made in France, but it's super hard because it's a very structured bag. Even though it doesn't have a double flap, it's still super structured. And basically the made in France is, yeah, I'm not going to force it. You just got to take my word on it. It's there. And on the inside, we have one main compartment, one pocket, like a slip pocket here, and then a zip pocket as well. The back of the bag has slip pocket with leather on the inside. But what is also interesting is that the little, you know, in the 80s and 90s, maybe even prior to the 80s, the chain of the Mini would be attached via kind of like an S-shaped metal, really elegant, and not a cheap S-shape, but really beautifully designed S-shaped with the Chanel logo on it, kind of hinge or hook to a hole that would be placed here somewhere in the bag, and the hole would also have like a rivet or metal ring. That has changed since some years, so now we have a little leather hinge thingy protruding there, and the chain is attached to it, and then it runs through to the other side, and then it's also attached here. So the chain is not circular. You can't kind of circulate the chain around. The chain is intertwined with jersey, not with leather. So this is all a very thick jersey, and it's very, very heavy. Now let's see if the microphone can catch how jersey feels or how it sounds. You see, it's very, very silent compared to, here we have a comparison, the small double flap timeless classic in caviar leather with gold hardware. I have this pouch here. Now what I do is, and this is something I would say you should all do, guys, because the pocket in the back is full-on leather inside and out, and I place this inside of the pocket just to be sure that this pocket doesn't that the leather doesn't stick to, that the, how to say it, we have the burgundy red leather, which is kind of a different type of leather than the actual caviar. And I remember in the past, whenever I would kind of put my hand in it, I would feel like the leather detached from one another, and I didn't like that sound. So because I thought maybe, maybe it kind of gets glued to one another in a weird way. I don't know. But since I do this, and this is very, very thin, it's like not paper thin, but it's super thin. It does not in any way expand the pocket in the back. But what it does is it avoids kind of the leathers attaching to each other. It's like the problems that you could have if this is not patent leather, but if you had two patent leathers attached for too long, like lacquered, attached too long to each other, they might kind of glue to each other. And so I avoid that by doing this. Now, before we do the comparison, I just want to kind of hear the sound of the caviar leather and gold and metal chain. And then the jersey, very, very different. But still, since this is not a lot of leather, the actual very, very kind of loud leather would be the jumbo version of the caviar. That would sound super squishy. Or the Grand Shopping Tote Extra Large that has a similar sound. Before we get back to the small timeless classic, let's get to the bag we're actually reviewing. Let's see the dimensions. The width of the bag is approximately 17 centimeters. The height is 12. The width in its widest part is 8 centimeters. So it's a very wide bag. And in its shortest, here at the top, it's around 4 to 4.5 centimeters. The chain drop is special because it's kind of short, but I'm loving this chain drop, or the strap drop, or the chain drop. It is approximately 53 centimeters. And have been asked to show also comparison between the wallet on chain. Now, people, usually when they see my videos, I use particular lights that are very special or intense in a way, and they bring out the background original kind of colors of all the materials used. There is no such thing as black, really. Black either has a red base or a blue base underneath it to create the illusion of black. And in fact, if you see, this is a black bag, and sometimes people ask me, oh, is it slightly tinted red or blue? No, it has like a slight tint, but under these light circumstances, it seems less black than it is, but it is in reality caviar leather that is black. It's just that this light and all the pebbles on the leather, they reflect light in such a way that you get this optical illusion that you get given these light circumstances. So I have been asked to compare what can fit between these two. Now, I will do more comparison videos in the future, but just as a quick note, you could see one is wider, the wallet on chain is wider, and the mini is a bit shorter, but the mini is much, much thicker on the side. Trying to open the wallet on chain as much as possible here. That's the difference. So, but if we see it from the top, this one is a bit longer. The thing is, what the mini cannot hold in length, the wallet on chain can, but what the wallet on chain cannot hold in width, the mini can. I'm not so sure how, I don't have like an iPhone 6 or 7 or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to put in here. They're getting bigger by the year. But it definitely fits a wallet. I have a Louis Vuitton Zippy Compact. It would fit that easily. It would fit a regular mobile device. I usually go by perfume bottles. That's how I compare sizes. 200 milliliter Chanel. This is Sycamore 200 ml bottle. It's quite big, quite substantial, and it does not fit. No, actually, it's perfect fit in width. The bottle, of course, it pokes out. You can't. Could you like lay it down maybe? No, not really. You could, but there's risk of damaging the bag. So basically, that's the width. You could fit a Les Exclusives 200 milliliter bottle in your bag. Granted, the glass does not damage or scratch anywhere the beautiful leather in here. I don't quite know what leather this is. Is it, what is it? Is it lambskin or some other leather? It's super soft to the touch, but it seems to be a bit more resistant to scratches and than regular lambskin. And I have to say, this is so classical Chanel, and it's amazing how they've managed. This is like the good old days. I'm loving the quality of this bag. Like, they have laid that inner bag, like the bag-in-bag concept, perfectly. It literally stands flat in there, like the interior little miniature leather bag is just so flat in there, and it's hard, really hard to see with this lighting, and also because the bag is so small. But It's just beautiful to see. And oh my God, the smell. I can't get enough of the smell. So, but the wallet on chain can fit the 75 milliliter. Well, let me get a yellower liquid so we can see it better. This is 31 Roucambon. So the thickness, yeah. I mean, it fits that bottle. So I always, now that I have this bag, I like to say that the wallet on chain is a 75 milliliter Les Exclusives, and the square mini is a 200 milliliter Les Exclusives. Now, prices vary from country to country, continent to continent. They're in a similar price range. The minis are more expensive than the wallet on chains. The wallet on chains will be having a price increase soon. I mean, they keep on having price increases, but we're talking approximately around $300 to $400 or euro difference. So it's not like huge, but it's still a difference. But don't forget that this one being jersey costs less than the mini in full-on leather. Now, jersey is Coco Chanel's favorite material. Well, favorite material. Her first 255 bag, and the photos we see her with when she's wearing her 255 bag, most of the photos we see her in, she is wearing or using a jersey 255 bag. This is not a 255 bag. This is a timeless classic square mini. But the jersey should be technically the same jersey that was used for her bag, with slightly mixed materials, as I said before, not just wool, but also a bit of synthetic. That synthetic is important because we don't want it just to be natural fibers. That makes it much more prone to damage. So I am very, very happy that there's a little bit of synthetic in here. Let's put it on and see how it fits. It's very hefty, like weight-wise. Some of you have been asking me, how is the weight of this bag? It's not, I mean, of course it's not heavy. It's not heavy, but it's heavier than you would expect a little bag like this to be. Has these little things. So it's basically due to the metal chain, because of course the metal chain is not hollow. It's like full. Very substantial heft and weight to it. So you really feel that you're wearing an original Chanel bag. You feel, I don't know, I mean, now, you know, I've been working with all of these bags and I've been like kind of living with them for so long. I touch a Chanel bag and I know it's a Chanel bag. It has a certain touch and feel to it that fake Chanels just don't have. So if we were to yeah. I mean, even the small is heavy. I would never get, I know a lot of you love it, but I would never get the Timeless Classic double flap as a jumbo, or maxi even, because they're so heavy. Already the small is super heavy. Okay, so this is how the bag looks. I have to get out of this contraption of a chair that I have. And you've seen me already wear it on mod shots that I've done in the mountains. So you've seen how it looks like full body. I don't need to get into like a lot of details, but I'm loving this length here. You know, I have the jumbo denim, lightweight, much lighter than a leather version, but I mean, and I'm relatively, you know, tall for the standards of these bags, and it hits me quite low. So I wonder, and you know, and it kind of bugs me because when I walk, I don't like to have my hip or part of my thigh or leg or whatever hitting the bag, because I have the feeling it keeps rubbing the bag, and I don't want anything to rub the bag. I have the feeling that kind of can damage it in a way with time, especially a denim. So sitting here is the best for me because my hip is there, so it's right above my hip. So however I move or lift my leg or whatever, it doesn't rub against anything. It stays put. It stays still. This is what I love about it, especially with like fabrics, like jerseys and stuff. You know, if you were to have it lower, it would keep kind of moving and rubbing, and I just don't feel comfortable with it. In fact, my denim jumbo, I double the chain, and I wear it literally across the shoulder. And I know I've had this like comment exchange with one of my fellow subscribers mentioning that, you know, the time has come to stop that, you know, genderization of the double flaps. Like a guy wearing the double chain on one shoulder, it should be, you know, genderless. And it's true, I'm getting more used to it. I don't care anymore however it looks. I just swing it to the back and have it there. So I wouldn't do it with the small because it's super tiny. So if you have it here, that doesn't work. But you can imagine the jumbo is sitting much lower when you do the double chain. This one, however, I mean, this is maybe the ultimate like Coco way of wearing. Chanel would wear her bag like this, which you cannot do with this with the mini, because you can't double the chain. Obviously, there's only 2 circles on top here. So if you were to wear it like this, it would go much lower. But you know, you can do this with it. Very elegant. This is the Chanel way, you know. Coco would wear her bag like that and would usually be pretty angry. Usually she would put it here, photo like that, and be like, boom. But if you make the chain single, it's perfect. So, I hope you like this review. If you have, please do thumb it up and share with everybody you love. I will be making more videos with the jersey bag, comparisons, a lot of stuff coming up, definitely, because it deserves more than one video, because there's a lot to say about it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget, no matter how much they judge you for what you wear, how you look, smile back, and never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.